Hi, I trust that you're okay. Maggie here with another interesting topic on climate change. So, recently, during the sharing of the IPCC synthesis report, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said that climate time bomb is ticking. Climate time bomb is ticking. It has now become a soundbite among the international news agencies. He also continues to say that the IPC synthesis report was a clarion call to massively fast track climate efforts by all countries. So let me repeat what he said because I'm quoting him verbatim. IPCC is what I'd shared earlier, being a intergovernmental panel on climate change, and he said that this report was a clarion call to massively fast track climate efforts by all countries. So, why did he say that? Are you wondering why he said that climate is now a ticking time bomb that can explode anytime? Let me fill you in why. In 2009, a guy called Johann Lockstrom, spelled Johann, but pronounced, I think this is probably a Spanish pronunciation, Johann Rockstrom and others in an institute that was called Stockholm Resilience Center, published a report that contained what they were calling 9 planetary boundaries. 9 planetary boundaries. Now, I have gotten for you a small definition for you to understand what they are. And basically, planetary boundaries are environmental limits within which humans can safely operate. Environmental limits within which, as human beings, can safely operate. Now, if you look at the famous photo of the Earth that is said to have been sent by the Apollo 11 when they went to the space in the 60s, you will notice that Earth, I'll attach it here, that our Earth as it looks in blue color is not attached to any other body in the space or in the solar system or the galaxy. So that is to imply that if it is not attached to any other body, then that means that should we deplete the resources that we have right now, we do not have a fallback plan. I hope that sinks in as I would like it to sink in. Having said that, the boundaries, another important, please note this, the boundaries should not be confused as tipping points or thresholds. In other words, it is like when we are measuring blood pressure in a person. If your blood pressure increases, it means that you are at a risk of getting heart attack. But it does not necessarily imply that you are on the verge of getting a heart attack. Similarly, we should always ensure that when it comes to climate change, we should always ensure that human demand on Earth's resources does not exceed supply. All the planetary boundaries people, what they're saying is that human demand on the resources and the services we have does not exceed the supply. Please note that. And so to reiterate, planetary boundaries do not necessarily imply that we have a looming environmental catastrophe on the way. So, next, in a video shortly after this one, I'm going to discuss what the 9 planetary boundaries are. Stay tuned.